Yeah, so the Dallas Mavericks are hosting the Utah Jazz at 12. I just put in my bets for that game. Luka is not playing though, so
That's
we got.
I think Utah in 5. I don't think Luka plays at all this series.
Really?
Only because of the Kevin Durant situation. Dallas, in their mind, I mean, as much as teams like, oh, we can win it all. Dallas knows they can't win it all. So why risk your superstar being out all next year too? Because it's a strained calf muscle, right?
Oh.
And they diagnosed KD with the same thing, and 12 minutes in, popped Achilles.
Athlete to athlete, I feel you, bro. Don't even risk it, dog. I know what that's like.
I think Luka's demeanor and character won't allow him to miss the entire series. I think like he will come back like game 3 or game 4 just to, I don't know. It's just, he's a very
smart.
I think it depends on how long the series goes. If it goes to like 6-7 games, he may come back like game 6 or 7. But if they getting blown out, like if they down 0-2, he ain't coming back.
Yeah. I mean, if they lose this game and get blown out, I mean, you'll probably be like, leaning towards not playing him. I don't think he should. He the future of that whole franchise. Just relax.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it.
Out of all the series that's going on, I think since Luka's out, that's the least watched series we want to see right now.
I agree.
And
No. It's Suns
series. That's why they put it on at noon to get it out the way.
Get it out.
No, it's Suns Pelicans. Not my Clippers lost. It's Suns.
I was gonna say Miami versus Atlanta if Clint Capella don't play. That could be 68-80 games every time.
I know John Collins had an ankle and finger issue. Is he going to be all ready for the playoffs? Is my question.
Sprained foot, he out.
Yeah, he done.
He done. So no John Collins, no Clint Capella.
All right, so let's.
I'm sorry, stay on the West. My bad. So, but yeah, Jazz and 5.
Jazz by 15 plus today. With no Luka. Well, you never know. Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie might go crazy. You never know.
But, they get the ball.
Yeah, we get the ball now. So yeah, that's that game. So
I think him and Dinwiddie both go crazy, but I think they lose game 1. They figure out a way to control whatever Dinwiddie and Brunson gonna do in game 2. I actually think they sweep.
Really? You think the Jazz will sweep them?
I'm just letting y'all know. What's his name? Donovan Mitchell has scored under 20 points the last 2 times they played the Dallas Mavericks. Like he's had terrible games against the Dallas Mavericks. Just throwing that out there.
That's Jason Kidd. Ain't nothing but Jason Kidd right there.
I agree.
That's crazy. Shout out Jason Kidd though. Solid year. They're gonna go ahead and grab. I see Mark Cuban grabbing a Rudy Gobert or somebody like him next year, and they're gonna be, top 3 in the West.
Tooled up for the run.
So next game. So, and I'm just looking at the bracket here. Suns Pelicans.
Sweet.
Suns. Next.
Would Zion play?
Pass the sticks.
Probably not.
No. Even if he did, it's still a sweep.
Now, I think some of those games are going to be a little better than people think, but the series itself won't be competitive.
Chris Paul gonna average a double-double against his home team.
Oh yeah, that is his home.
Shit, probably so.
Yeah, it's not gonna be watchable. I don't think. Suns got a bye. That's unfortunate. I thought the Clippers would.
That's unfortunate. They got the better.
No. I think the Suns trying to take care of business. So if they can get it done quick and get extra days of rest with Chris Paul's hand and all that other stuff, they literally in championship mode, like we win it, like we ain't fucking around. Let's get this shit done with now.
Indeed. All right, so that's that series. Suns in 3. So you got,
before we go on, can we? I just wanted to shout out Brandon Ingram. The boy's a baller. Like
AD light.
Yeah, he did his thing.
Yeah,
I enjoy watching it.
Yeah, he made me a believer last night. He was getting buckets in all forms and fashion yesterday.
Let's move on. We don't need to talk about last night. Let's go ahead and move on to the next.
We got the best wing defenders in the league. 40 piece from Ant and D'Lo.
So
40
the
feet
Warriors,
from McCollum.
Yeah.
so the Warriors and the Nuggets.
Crazy on that wing. You know what I'm saying?
Health,
Go
health
ahead,
is
my
wealth.
fault.
Health is
My
wealth.
fault.
That's all I gotta say.
Go
You know,
ahead, man.
health is wealth.
Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, yeah, I would have loved to see the Clippers healthy against the Suns. Kawhi come back. Oh, Paul George get out of protocols. Wow, life ain't perfect though. But all right, so you got the Warriors and the Nuggets. Hey, Steph Curry back for game 1. Steph, Clay, and Draymond. That team is undefeated. That 3 is undefeated when they play 16-0, I think, or something like that. 12-0.
Golden State.
I think it was.
Denver is still hurt. They don't have their star guard. They don't have, just Jokic going on. So I could see that series being 4-1. I could see Jokic winning that game.
Dropping 30, 20, and 20.
Yeah, I can see that. Or 30 and 20. Yeah, for sure.
He gonna have to go dumb.
Well, I think he does though, and I think he actually kills Looney to the point to where they got to put Draymond on him.
Oh yeah, I mean Draymond. I would think Draymond would try to.
I would start if I was the Warriors. I would start with Draymond on him.
I would too, but I think initially just the way he's been playing, they might start Draymond on Aaron Gordon, unless they start Wiggins on him. But
Aaron Gordon isn't even a threat.
With the way he's been playing recently, he's been hooping.
Yeah, he's been balling.
Hooping, really well.
He'll give you 15 and 8.
If you neutralize,
but it's been more than that. It's been more than that towards the end of the season. And the threes he's been hitting been coming out of nowhere, in my opinion. Because
that's wild.
But
and that's why you can't put Looney on him.
Right.
I think Kuminga first off the bench though.
I like Kuminga.
Kuminga coming off early, and then pushing Draymond, and they just play small ball. And they did have Iguodala tucked away for a while now.
I forgot about Iguodala. Hey,
yeah,
they've been chilling. I forgot about Kuminga too. They got youth, Iguodala, Steph coming back. Hey, this might be. But
honestly, I don't think no matter who you throw on Jokic from the Warriors, I think he gets what he gets regardless.
Yeah, I think he, 25, 12, and 8 a game.
You could take if you contain them 8 assists down, so Barton ain't hit threes. I think that's more important than Jokic.
Try to get this series over quickly if I'm the Warriors.
Yeah, I got Warriors. Maybe Denver. Maybe might get 2 games, but yeah, Warriors in 5.
I got Warriors in 5. Maybe a sweep.
Yep. Hopefully a sweep. I want to see these Warriors go far. So last series in the Western Conference, you have the young Grizzlies, the young grind Grizzlies, who I enjoy watching.
Hey, no smoke over here. We're going up chimneys. You hear me? We're going up chimneys.
They tried to highlight him versus Pat Bev. I don't want to see him versus Pat Bev. I know Pat Bev gonna be annoying and all that, but
if Pat Bev 25 a night, I don't give a damn what Pat Bev do.
And he go foul out.
Yeah, they showed a little video of Pat Bev and getting in Ja Morant face and doing first of all, Pat Bev, relax, bro. Don't injure, Ja Morant.
Another star.
Relax.
That's what I told my guys, man. Morant gonna give him 25 first 2 games, and then he gonna try to Westbrook take him out and shit on some bullshit.
Just relax.
When he took out Chris Paul, pushed him in the back, gave that man whiplash.
That was OC. Pat Bev has made the playoffs his whole career though. That's dope.
So did Cliff Robinson. I don't care. Pat
Bev got up on the side let's go, man.
And that's what was annoying. You can't man, I make playoffs every year, but then you decline and shit. Nigga, you just doing what you always do. Why are you so emotional then? I do this every year. Well, take your ass to the locker room and get ready for the series.
Hey, he's
That Bev remind me of Buddy who came in 3rd place. Celebrating.
The champagne.
Yep.
That's Pat Bev.
Hey, I feel like the whole league was laughing, and every NBA player tweeted laughing emojis when that dude was celebrating. That was hilarious.
I understand his emotion though. You beating your former team and shit.
It is a tempo.
I mean, And especially when they let him walk, you know what I'm saying? Didn't really feel like he was good enough to keep around. I get it.
Yeah. So, shout out
Still a
Pat
hit
Bev.
on
I mean, but is he good enough to keep around the Clippers as they're constructed right now?
I mean, no, but I mean, you can't. That don't negate how he feels about the organization, how they may have,
Like
let him go.
Yeah, like they had Clippers feel like they had a identity, and then Paul George and Kawhi came in, and they just let them go. Lou will go.
Tough, man. Not seeing
That shit left with Doc. That whole identity is gone. There's a new culture.
Hey, shout out
George
Ty Lue.
Paul.
Shout out Ty Lue though. He's a great coach.
Yeah.
Anyway, Grizz Timberwolves. Who we got?
I think this could be the best first round matchup in the West.
Agreed.
I got Memphis in 6 though.
Yeah, 6 or 7. Because just Memphis is youth. I don't know. I feel like Timberwolves.
They young too though.
I mean, not necessarily. Cap in the league 7 years. D'Lo 6-7 years, right? I mean, that's not young.
But playoff experience, we're talking.
Okay. I mean, it's still more experience than the Grizzlies got. So, again,
you got Slow-Mo over there. You got Steven Adams over there. Like, you have the same amount of veteran players on both sides.
Slow-Mo? Okay.
So he wasn't making playoff runs with the Spurs? Am I tweaking?
I guess. Okay.
I got Memphis in 5.
Mm.
I think Steven Adams is going to cause major problems for Cat, and Ant is not going to be enough to pull them through tough times. They're going to need everybody clicking on all cylinders in order for them to have a chance to win a game, I feel, against the Memphis Grizzlies. So them combined, I believe they can pull out one game at home. But other than that, I think they're going to get blown out.
Mm.
Light-skinned Pat Bev going to make it hard for Anthony Edwards. Just his size and strength.
Memphis don't need much motivation, and when they hear anything, they take it as motivation. Like they be on their MJ shit for real. So I think they're gonna come out ready, happy that they finally in the playoffs. Yeah, they gonna make some noise this year. They definitely gonna get out the first round for sure.
They should.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to 6 games and go with Minnows 5. I think one of the biggest differences in the two teams, regardless of how well Cat and Anthony Edwards play, I think Memphis's bench is so much better than Minnesota's, to where if you got to sub the starters out and they down 6, I think when the bench comes in, they could easily be down 14 by the time you get your starters back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
DeAndre Melton is very underrated defensively, and being a
Who you say?
Melton.
Oh,
Yeah, him coming off the bench does wonders for that team.
And you can't leave them open.
No,
leave them open.
Who y'all talking about?
Anthony Melton.
Oh yeah.
Long way from USC. He couldn't really shoot like that. He could defend always, but that boy got it now for sure.
And then like players like Jared Culver for the Grizzlies too is kind of underrated. Like what he brings off the bench, young player, he's solid. He had a solid year off the bench. Brandon Clark. Who else? Yeah, Xavier Tillman.
Tyus Jones is decent.
Tyus Jones, Aaron Williams. Yeah, so they got a solid squad, man. Again, it's just the playoff experience. Like I just want to see their poise and see, what they do when they are down in games.
So I think the play-in last year kind of helped them as well. Being able, or was it the last 2 years they're in the play-in? I remember Ja gave Steph 50, one of them.
Yeah,
I feel like they got playoff type atmospheres, and because they're on the road both times, I believe. So it's not like I think they're ready for it, and it's not like they're going against the Suns or the Warriors or like a veteran laden team.
Yeah, them having that second seed is huge too. So.
Yeah.
All right. So let's pivot to the Eastern Conference. No longer the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference, in my opinion, is the superior conference now. I personally think that the championship will go out of this conference. I shout out the Suns and the Warriors. I get it. But I think whoever wins the East is gonna win this championship. So
whoever wins that
Nets,
was it
Nets, Celtics.
the 2-3 seed games, whoever wins that series is winning the championship in my mind. Unless it's Boston, then I got whoever coming out the West.
Oh,
Okay.
just fuck Jason Tatum. All right, cool. All right, so Heat, Hawks, Atlanta, and Miami. Who we got? Are we still high on Miami crushing?
Yes.
Very much so.
Okay,
Yes.
just checking.
Very much so.
All
They the
right.
deepest team in the NBA, in my opinion, talent-wise.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Y'all saw Oladipo just dropped 40.
Talent-wise.
Yeah. Hopefully Oladipo can stay healthy. Hopefully he back for real. How many games Atlanta go win, if any?
One. I give them a gentleman's sweep. They'll win one. The first game back in Atlanta.
I think they'll only win one if Capella plays.
Yeah.
If
That's
not,
if Capella plays. If they
If
don't
not,
have
they get
Capella,
smoked.
they getting swept.
Yep.
There was a cat I follow on Twitter, the dude that be like the Knicks fan dude that be posting all the funny memes. He posted like a bracket. He had Atlanta beating Miami. I don't know if he was trolling or something or joking. I was like, what are you doing, dog? But yeah, Miami in 5 for sure.
Trae Young had to average 40.
Yeah, 45.
And he still might not.
45 and 45, 5,
And
and
12.
15.
And 12, right?
He got to go crazy. For them
5
to
and
lose
down.
in 6.
Mhm.
Bogdanovich playing on a slightly hobbled ankle.
He been hobbled all year.
Again,
He always GTD.
Capella gonna be out, so they're gonna be forced to start a Kungwu and then play Gordy Jang as a backup.
I like a Kongwu.
Yeah.
Like,
He going to foul out in the first half.
I like a Kongwu.
That's his problem. He too
He
energetic.
was a hack, bro.
Yeah, he going to foul out.
Yeah.
I think, and they going to trap the shit out of Trey. All
Yeah.
that screen, and that was the problem with Cleveland. They never trapped the screen and roll. I would have, DeAndre Hunt, you gonna have to beat me. Like you and Horter gonna have to go crazy tonight.
Hey, Miami's defense, dog. Well, Pat Riley's defense is just. I feel like Trey
Listen,
might not.
Stop
Trey was not
disrespecting
average.
Spo, man. Stop disrespecting Spo.
Shut up,
Just
Pat
go
Riley.
straight to the president of basketball. Talk about Pat Riley. No,
Hey.
that's Spo's defense.
Pat Riley is the Don for real. That's the Godfather. But anyway, I feel like their defense might limit Trey. Like it might get ugly to the point where Trey Young might not average over like 22 a game. Like it might get ugly.
And if they switch, it's like he's switching and PJ Tucker pick him up or
Yep.
Bam pick him up. It's not like
Stupid.
it ain't marketing. That's picking you up off the screen and roll.
It might get ugly. So we'll see. That's it's gonna be interesting. I think that's gonna be literally the only series in the East that's won't be exciting. Next,
There's another one. And I hate to say it, but it's gonna be another one.
oh yeah, oh well, yeah.
Non-exciting.
Let's get to that later. Sixers, Raptors. Now this is interesting.
That's the game.
It's interesting though because now Sixers do have home court advantage, which is I think will be big because Matisse Thybulle, it came out that he is not vaccinated, so he can't play in Toronto. So that's gonna be crazy because
He can't even enter the country.
He's their best defender and arguably one of the best defenders in the league. So,
What you saying that you going for the Raptors? What you saying then, Chuck?
Sixers have home court. So no, yeah.
Hey,
I
got Toronto in this series.
7. I got
Toronto in 6 or 7, bro. I'm sorry.
I got Toronto at 7.
Hey, man.
I seen Nick Nurse throw this junk defense out there and double and triple team players and
really
play a zone. I've seen the 76ers for the last month. Nothing about that team stands out. And I've also seen Toronto go on this crazy run for the last month. And the fact that I don't want to say pencil in 3 losses in Toronto, but it's going to be way harder. It's easier for Toronto to win 1 in Philly than Philly to win 1 in Toronto with the rosters they're going to send up there to Toronto.
Had like the biggest team. Like, they all lanky except Fred Van.
They all 6'8", 6'9" Africans.
That shit wild. Like
they play good D. Even when they get the little light skinned dude that come off the bench from Nebraska, he's 6'9" playing point. Like they're long as shit, pause. And it's just like, I don't know. I think, and I promise this wasn't gonna be a Doc Bass session. But I think Nick Nurse out coaches Doc in this series as well.
I mean, that's not far fetched. I mean, that's that's good analysis, but like that's not like shocking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want to make it seem like I was bashing. This wasn't a joke. Like I was serious. Like Nick Nurse will out coach Doc Rivers.
I'm not a huge Sixers fan. I'm not a huge Harden fan, but I am a huge Embiid fan, Joel Embiid fan, and I feel as though Toronto just won't have enough firepower offensively to beat the Sixers. Really? Yeah, they're gonna D up, and the Sixers.
So in my opinion, the firepower that Philly has is James Harden and Embiid. You can kind of throw Tobias Harris in there if they pass him the ball. But bro, over north of the border, you got Van Fleet, Siakam, Trent Jr., Barnes, like they all get theirs though. That's the thing. It's not going to be one of the other.
You mentioned Barnes.
They all get theirs.
Okay.
Barnes gonna shut down. I think Tobias gonna have a terrible season. I mean series. Tobias Harris is gonna have a terrible series. Joel Embiid gonna get his numbers, but everybody else is gonna be sink or swim, and Toronto gonna win in 6. And everybody's gonna question James Harden, and everybody's gonna be wishing that James Harden will revert back to his Houston days, as opposed to him trying to fit in with Joel Embiid.
Gary Trent finna light him up.
I think James Harden's gonna wake up. He heard all the press. He heard everybody talking about his.
But he's been hearing it. It's not like the first time.
And he ain't got nothing to prove. So
I'm just go out there and play my game. First off, what turned me off about feeling like, yeah, we was talking shit and playing physical in practice. Y'all ain't been did that? Like, we gonna start today and it's just gonna roll over into this series. Like, no, it don't work like that. You can't just turn it on like intensity starts now. No, and they ain't got who's the leader of that team? Like, who's the emotional leader of the 76ers? Who's the rah get the troops fired up guy?
They need one. They need one.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they don't have that.
They don't. But I still think they'll beat the Raptors.
Okay.
This is your two. I will say this. I think this is going to be the most entertaining series in the East for the first round.
No.
Boston Nets.
Boston Nets.
It's going to go crazy.
Yeah. Go crazy. But look. We'll make side bets offline on this.
Just do what did you pick? Just say what you picked.
Look, Sixers in 6, maybe 7. But
so if I say Raptors in 7, I'm just way off. But you can say that means it's gonna be a good series, man.
I didn't say it wouldn't be a good series. All I'm saying, especially with Thibault not being able to play in Toronto, all I'm saying is, like the star power, the way the game slows down, and it's gonna be a half-court game. They're gonna get their free throws. They're gonna do their pick and rolls. Harden and Embiid, like that's.
Do they call the game tighter in the playoffs or a little bit more loose? Are the games called tighter in the playoffs, or you're allowed to be a little bit more physical in the playoffs?
Okay, you are allowed to be a little more physical, but they're still gonna get their calls though. They're still gonna get a good ample amount of free throws. And again, it's gonna be a half-court game. Players like Scotty Barnes are dope. He's a dope rookie, but he's still a rookie. This is the playoffs. We know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be Siakam and Van Fleet. So
Gary Trent Jr.
Okay, wait. We'll see if his shot can fall.
He's gonna give Harden a dub every game.
Like, what are you? I know you want to make
the
your
thing
argument.
is, y'all so concerned about Gary Trent offense. Is what he's going to contribute on the defensive end. What is going to play a huge part in this series. I believe if I'm Nick Nurse, I'm putting him on James Harden. The whole series and having him wreak havoc on James Harden, because James Harden, I believe he's not going to succeed this year because he still needs to build chemistry with Embiid. He still looks unsure a lot of times when he's out there. It takes him like a quarter and a half to get acclimated, it feels, and then he tries to turn it around in the second half. And you're not going to be able to do that against the Toronto Raptors, especially when you got guys like Gary Trent Jr. They can switch pretty much everything except for. I mean, yeah, they can pretty much switch everything. So
And I have Van Fleet though.
I'm putting OG on James Harden for the strength aspect of it all.
Yeah. You got OG or Scotty Barnes.
Honestly, I forgot about OG.
I'm putting OG
I forgot
on.
about OG.
And
It's gonna be tough
that's what,
out
and you
there.
can hire Van Fleet on Danny Green. Like you can literally hire their worst defender.
Now, I know Danny Green is 47 years old, but don't underestimate that champion and his defense as well in this series in Toronto and his three-point shooting. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie. Defensively, you better hope that they just put him on Scotty Barnes, because at this point in his career, anybody else on that five, he getting torched.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna be watching this series closely. Phil, who you got in this series?
I got 6 and 6.
My man.
I just think that James Harden's gonna turn on. I don't know why. I don't have no logistics or why, but I think he's gonna turn it up. I think he hear it. I think that this is gonna be a series where he breaks through it.
Ain't no pressure.
All that
No pressure.
Huh?
James Harden say ain't no pressure on him.
Ain't no pressure. Ain't no pressure.
Ain't no pressure.
Ain't no pressure. I'm going in with that one though.
Hey, you saw what Chuck said last night. He said, "Where my camera at? Where my camera at? Right here. Stop it." James Harden, stop it. You know good damn well it's pressure on you. So it is a lot of pressure on Harden, but I feel like Embiid is gonna be Embiid, bro. And Harden will do enough to support Embiid to get through this series.
And to your point, you say half court game. I think that plays a factor with the Sixers. Like Embiid's gonna go to the line 20 times. Like,
Get his money. Hey,
ain't gonna make 18 of them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
oh, we'll see.
So, yeah,
I'm
we'll
excited to see it though.
We go. Hey, no, I'm not forgetting to bet. I got a bet with all of y'all. I'm definitely making bets with y'all. Y'all wild. Anyway, Bucks, Bulls. Who is healthy for the Bulls? Like who is Zach LaVine okay?
It's gonna be a sweep,
I ain't gonna blame this on
guys.
us, man.
He well enough. To play.
Sorry, Bulls fans, but it's about to be a sweep.
Sweet.
It's about to be a sweep.
I don't see
The Bucks don't like the Bulls.
Yeah.
They don't like the Bulls, and the Bulls don't like them. And I feel like because Milwaukee know the Bulls don't like them, they're gonna make sure that they beat their ass this series.
It's gonna be
It's crazy to see like Vuk, like him coming from Orlando, how glaring his defense is. Like in Orlando, you don't watch Vuk that often. Like
Exactly, and he didn't really have to play.
Him in the Bulls,
getting blown out every game anyway.
This is terrible. It's trash. Like. Oh my God! I can only imagine Giannis coming down the court full speed on his ass, like 50 every night. They ain't gonna stop him.
And DeRozan is stopping.
Here go to Paul. Here go his introduction to the playoff. Go stick Giannis.
All right.
So,
it's all bad.
I
got the Bulls winning one.
Maybe. I literally tried to stay out of arguments with my guys. Like they really just feel, Bulls in 7, and that's why I don't like people's extra fandom sometimes, because they let that shit cloud reality, man. Like the last Bulls game I went to, it was a Bulls Bucks game, about a month or so ago, and Bulls was playing well. You know what I'm saying? They were up maybe like 8 in the third quarter. Howie still lost by like 12. You know what I'm saying? And it happened so fast, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like there is no answer for Giannis coming downhill. Even though they got Brook back, Bobby Portis still plays the Bulls differently than he plays everybody else.
His chops.
And it's I think that game goes 5 maximum 5 games in that series. Unfortunately, and then I'll probably lose a couple friends because
what's
I'm gonna be that I told you so nigga with this one.
What's Vuce's contract looking like, bro? I'm trying to get rid of him for some.
Yeah, man. That's for another topic, but yeah, let's get rid of Vooch and make a strong push for DeAndre Ayton, man.
Hey,
know who would have been good on the Bulls this year? Wendell fucking Carter.
Facts.
He'd have been real good on the Bulls this year. And we could have kept our first round pick.
I mean, you can't fault the Bulls. Like Lonzo Ball, having him and not having him was gonna be huge. Like his defense.
I think it's DeRozan fault. I don't think they knew they could get DeRozan, and so they was going with Vooch and Levine and Lonzo Ball, and then DeRozan was like, "Yeah, I can come too." Like, a lot of niggas that need to rock.
Mm-hmm.
And watching the last game that I watched with the Bulls and the Bucks,
it was a constant to have DeRozan this year though. Like it just their team just fell apart because they was hurt. Like they were the number one team in the
Well,
East.
they wouldn't beat nobody good.
facts.
That's
my
healthy.
thing.
While healthy, they would beat they're beating the teams they're supposed to beat.
They haven't
That's
beat
different.
any. They haven't beaten any top 4, top 5 team this season, regardless of who's played and who hasn't.
They
Like
need somebody.
literally, motherfuckers been playing without John Morant for like 2 months, and they went like 16-2. The fucking Warriors played without all 3 of their stars at some point in this season, and still managed to get home court in the West.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over that, bro. Like, that's trash, dog.
Yeah, you can't use injuries no more, man. I lost Bradley Beal. My boy John Wall. My boy John Wall ain't come back.
How you mute him, man?
We getting to the playoffs. We getting to the finals, and then none of my stars play. You know what I'm saying? So like that whole injury thing, like we gotta just throw that out. Bro. Like that gotta go. Like we can't. That's gotta be forbidden. Like talk like in chats now. You know what I'm saying? Injuries. Like come on, man. Everybody get injured, man.
Why y'all let him style on y'all like that? Man?
What you mean us, nigga? You was in the league too. What you talking about us? You was there with
It was
us.
such a bottom
I
feeder.
recall this year. I wasn't there.
Oh man.
Shout out fantasy points. Shout out, the league. It's all good. You done? You done, bro? You done, champ?
Oh yeah, my fault. Sometimes I kind of lose thought process. When
Fantasy
talk,
and reality, I
fantasy and reality. You know, they just go back and forth. I'm like, I don't know.
It's the
Multiverse.
You gotta
It's the
call it
multiverse, you know what I'm saying?
metaverse.
Hey,
Metaverse.
all I see is Tweedle and Jawan talking shit to Z. Like, what's going on? He kept all them shits.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
A compilation.
Good job, bro.
Fantasy points compilation.
Masterpiece.
See you next season.
Hey,
my boy.
how long did it take you to put that?
It's always see you next season with you, Charles. It's always see you next season with
I
you,
lost the
Charles.
season.
Charles Daniel Tweedle. It is always next season with you, my guy.
You're afraid.
How long did it take you to put that presentation together?
Okay.
Did it take you all night to put that together?
Bro, I did that during. You remember when you saw me at work?
Yeah.
Nigga, I did that in the meeting. I was sitting in the back. I was sitting in the back taking screenshots. Like, oh, they gonna love this. They gonna love this.
Laughing to himself and shit. You say something, Menifee? No, I didn't say nothing.
Hey, Jonathan Menifee won our fantasy basketball league this year, guys. All right.
For the second time. For the second time in 3 years. Just throw that out there. That's
okay.
kind of dynasty-ish.
No, it's not. Because the Spurs, you're not a dynasty yet, bro.
I said ish. Don't put words in my mouth. I said ish. Dynasty-ish.
Yeah. Good. I hope you have a good draft next year, bro. That's all. Just keep going. That's all I know. Just keep going. But all right. So Bucks in 5. And it's unfortunate for the Bulls. Maybe they'll get some rim protection. Tristan Thompson wasn't it. They needed like some real rim protection.
It has nothing to do with the fucking rim. Stop saying that.
I know you don't like defense, Juwan, but like there is such thing as rim protection, bro.
It's the pick and roll, not rim protection.
Who's protecting the rim? Like someone has to protect the rim, bro.
No, you can stop the nigga from getting to the rim. And you don't need a rim protection.
That's the only thing, though.
What are you? Come on, dog.
Okay, all right. We can go down this tangent a long time, but okay. So the Bulls.
Oh, look, the Orlando got Mo Bamba and fucking Wendell Carter. They got all the rim protection in the world.
We compare.
What does that mean?
Orlando Magic now? Come on, dog. All right, you got it, bro. You got it, man. So look,
they got better rim protection than the Bulls, but one is in the playoffs.
Come on, what are you talking about? Dog, shut up. Okay. I get that. Listen, I know we old heads now.
We literally talked about boots, right?
Defense is gone.
Cavs had 2 7-footers out there.
Like, three 7-footers.
Hawks lost their 7-footer and they still lost.
Hey, come on.
I mean, they still won.
No, wait, here we go. Nigga did Twitter last night. Did you or did you not put in the group chat? The Clippers played way better small ball. with zero rim protection out there.
Zubac.
So what are you talking about? It's because you can switch
Zubac.
off
He's a
positions.
Zubac, bro.
Zubac.
But
All
he
right.
a rim protector. He not?
So rim protection is done. Like rim protection doesn't matter in the NBA anymore.
Yes.
All right.
I got you. I got how.
It's not that. Look. It's not that rim protection doesn't matter anymore. It's the fact that the bigs who have rim protection abilities, their skill set doesn't allow them to be as effective as they need to be on the court, because most big men with rim protection abilities can't shoot the ball as well as they need to. Free throw percentages is questionable and things of that nature. And so you can only be effective as you can when you are like that type of big. Like when you a Zubac or something like that, like the defense is not worried about you shooting a three ball or a mid range or anything like that. So that kind of limits a rim protector's game, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
But even with a rim protector that can do all of that, we just watched the Timberwolves beat the Clippers in the play-in. And how many minutes did Cat play in that game?
He was in foul trouble.
Let me rephrase. Paint protection. Paint.
Okay, but here's my thing.
But the rim is in the paint.
No, if you have Gobert on the court, and now I have who he's guarding setting a screen and roll at the 3-point line, he's not in the paint.
Automatically pulling him out.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me rephrase.
That boy can do everything.
Not like a Gobert, but a Bam or a Giannis or a Scottie Barnes or a somebody.
Those are good pick and roll defenders.
Those are pick and roll, exactly.
And that's what I'm talking about, basically. That's what I'm talking
we're saying the same thing, Tweedle. I literally just said shot blocking don't matter.
No. We thought Tweed was talking about rim protection, but now he's talking about paint protection.
I'm talking about versatile defenders, basically. That's what the Bulls do.
Pick and roll.
And Vooch is not that. Right. So we're talking about the same thing. All right.
Thank you.
Wait, so Vooch ain't top caliber. He ain't like
look.
He ain't like season winning. Like he ain't winning your league for you. Like we talking about. We ain't talking about that Vooch, are we? Because this the same Vooch that I was talking about. Like he the man. Like he do everything, man. Like he just like. So now y'all telling me he ain't
how you boot
no,
somebody?
we talking about pick and roll defense. Yeah.
Okay, my fault. You know that fantasy and reality.
I'm about to mute buddy ass, bro. Hold on, bro.
I try. Ain't no way.
Jared Jackson contract. He about to get a bag because he's like that guy that you would want on your team, where he
Jared Jackson
block the shots and defend the pick and roll,
Different
and can step out shoot the three, and get his own offense. So it's like. Yeah.
He's the new wave. It's 11 of them coming up in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
They everywhere now.
Shout out Chet. But all right.
Derek Lively. Minnow guy.
All
right, last series of the first
got on the shirt. Got on the shirt.
Burger boy. Burger boy.
He's shining.
McDonald's all
yes, sir. Got the names on the back.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Boy.
Not yet. Nah, wait.
I don't see him.
Nah, wait.
Oh no, we not.
Nah.
Oh,
okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I'll see you tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
McDonald's All-American. Minnow know all the prospects now.
Be on the lookout for the hype mixtape. It's gonna be dropping sometime, maybe after the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to time it right, like around draft time or something. I feel like the McDonald's game, they don't get enough. They don't get talked about a lot.
No, they could definitely need to use some more pub.
Y'all just need to turn to ESPNU sometimes. It's more than one ESPN out there.
1 and 2. That's about it.
Right.
1 and 2.
Right.
When is the McDonald's All-American game, though, Minnow?
Nigga, last month.
Last month, bro.
Oh, damn.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like I felt like nobody talked about the McDonald's All-American game at all. Period.
You missed all that.
Well, that's proof for you that it doesn't get enough pub. So, but anyway, all right. Last series of the first round of the playoffs: the Boston Celtics versus the Brooklyn Nets. This is box office first round matchup right here, boy. This is really second round Eastern Conference Final caliber matchup.
Is Ben Simmons gonna play?
They say
Fourth
game
game,
4.
maybe. Third or fourth.
Yeah, he's shooting for
With that
game
being
3 or
said,
4.
I got the Celtics in 7. With that being said, Celtics in 7.
Yeah, Celtics in 6, dog.
That they can defend. Hey, Al Horford is still a solid, serviceable big man. You know,
Marcus Smart, defensive
Look.
player of the year.
KD and your boy Kyrie can go for 40 apiece, right? 80, and they still gonna lose because they can't defend nobody, bro.
Yeah, the defense is glaring.
They can't defend their own.
I wish they wouldn't have gotten booted this early or not going to get booted this early, but it's looking like they're going to have.
Y'all talking about the Nets getting booted?
I was letting them talk between themselves. Go ahead, finish y'all dialogue.
How they gonna win, bro? How they gonna win? Show how they gonna win, man?
Let them rock out.
They have the best player on the court.
Oh, okay.
And the
That's all that matters,
best
huh?
player on the court.
Okay.
Yep. No, you know what really though? Like
Take
take the fandom away from it because I really do want to see a Nets Warriors. Like that's just the selfish me, you know what I'm saying? But I honestly believe KD and Kyrie are like the best duo that we've seen since like I would say Shaq and Kobe.
But Shaq and Kobe
That about Harden and Embiid. What?
You say what?
It's not Harden and Embiid. Okay.
Nah. But
Wait,
here's the thing.
who
Last
don't
year,
defend nobody?
think about this though. Last year,
The
Nets took the Milwaukee Bucks to 7 games, and it was just James Harden. I mean, it was just Kevin Durant. James Harden was on one leg, I remember, because he had that hamstring injury he was trying to recover from all year. And Kyrie Irving was nowhere to be found because he was injured as well. And they came like one shot away from going to the finals. This year, they traded away James Harden. So technically, they didn't even have James Harden last year. I mean, you can say that they did, but the James Harden that they had wasn't the James Harden of old. They got rid of James Harden. They bring in Seth,
Yep.
Drummond.
Yep.
Who else? Was that it?
Goran. What they got? Goran.
Yeah, and Goran. And then you still got to think about Ben Simmons. And so when I think about that and the firepower that the Nets have, like everybody say the Nets don't play defense, but the games I see, they know how to turn it on like when they want to. Like they'll like struggle like out the gate initially, like the first quarter or something like that, maybe the second, but that third quarter, they come out like the Warriors. They come out like gangbusters. Like
I've literally seen them hold teams under 15 points in a quarter multiple times in the last 2 weeks. Multiple times.
So, but don't get me wrong. I do believe it's going to be a good series. I feel like every last one of them games are going to come down to the wire. But I just believe I just can't see KD going this year. Like I really don't see KD.
I don't want to see it.
Like I see KD going supernova.
PGKD.
Kyrie gonna go supernova playing against Boston.
He in that
and like I said,
now.
Robert, if I don't see Robert Williams coming back quick enough to help them the way that they would need to. I feel like if the Nets win one of these 2 games, it's over with for the Celtics.
Really?
Yeah, the Celtics got to win at home. They have to win both of these games at home.
Facts. I personally feel the only 2 people, in my opinion, in this series that you really, really have to worry about are Tatum and Brown. I'm still baffled, at how people don't think KD plays defense. What do you be looking at there?
No, I'm talking about
as far as playing on-ball defense, timely blocks, like Kevin Durant plays defense. I think Kevin Durant starts on Jason Tatum. Bruce Brown is a hell of a defender as well. And you got a paint clogger. Drummond ain't a rim protector, but he's a paint clogger that can alter shots. I get the whole team defensive aspect from the Celtics too. But you're probably playing the best 2 offensive players in the league game after game after game. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you playing in one time and then you're going to play somebody else. I think each game will be competitive, but I got the Nets in. I'll go 7. But if they lose one at home, it could possibly be 6 games.
Kyrie and KD can go for 50 apiece. Who else is going to score? Who else is going to help that team? Bruce Brown?
Andre Drummond go get you 15. Seth Curry can get you 15. Like you got
I feel the way about
they
Seth
have
too.
way more power. They have more
I
firepower.
got a question for y'all. Sixers or Celtics?
Celtics.
If they play each other?
Yeah, Sixers or Celtics?
Celtics.
If that was a first round matchup,
I would probably say Celtics. Celtics.
So everybody got the Celtics better than the Sixers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you
Never
saw
mind.
what the Nets did to the Sixers.
Yep.
Beat the shit out of this system.
They
I'm
beat
just saying-
the shit out of the Sixers.
So literally last game, KD went crazy and Kyrie went crazy, right?
No,
They win.
KD went crazy last week. He had 2 triple doubles in 3 games.
You
I'm
remember
talking
He
about
had
the
2 triple doubles in 3 games.
That's the play-in game. I'm only talking about
Just
the play-in
playing.
game. Just playing. KD went crazy. Kyrie went crazy. They only win by 7. Like that's the big headline. Like, they only won by 7. Seth Curry didn't score that game. So you throw in his points. Like, and you still missing out on the fact that LaMarcus Aldridge still ain't touched the court. You still have that in your back pocket too.
Go with Mark.
Like-
We're not touching the court.
I think it's on some Iguodala type shit. You got
Yeah,
2
I think
months.
they was just waiting.
Yeah.
They need him. They was waiting for the playoffs to bring him back.
You got Nick Claxton. That's going to help tremendously on the defense.
I like Nick Claxton.
Like, I just don't see where they're a bad defensive team. I think they're middle of the road. Don't get me wrong. But I also
Right.
feel like the loss of Robert Wood drops the Celtics back defensively as well. Because Al Horford isn't that versatile pick and roll defender that Tweedle loves.
I think he's gonna go 7 regardless, either or. You know,
I don't think it's going to go 7.
Nigga,
Because
one-
I just feel like I
those
haven't seen Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum go off together in a really long
Consistently.
time. Together at the
Consistently.
same time. You have
At the same time,
you have
they do not go off together. Like it's always one or the other. It'll be a rare sighting where they both go for 25, and that's what they gonna need to do. Like you can't tell me Tatum can go for 30 and Brown go for 18 and they beat the Nets. No, that's not gonna happen.
Let's just say it's tied at, say it's 2-1 Celtics up in the series, and Ben Simmons come back. Now you have 4 games, and the Nets got to win 3 of those 4 with Ben Simmons.
Hey,
Now you're
look,
literally fixing all your defensive problems.
if I'm a Duca, if Ben Simmons is on the court and it's a close game and it's under 2 or 3, I'm fouling him and making him shoot free throws. I'm playing a game 4 against 5 on that end and see if he can make some free throws. No,
Hey, I don't think with Ben Simmons back it's going to be that close to do that.
coming off the injury and expecting to perform like Ben Simmons of old. Like, no, I'm
But
putting
you
your ass.
say you say like you saying 2 different things. Now you say you miss a year and come back, you ain't going to perform like Ben Simmons of old.
I'm just saying,
But
like,
if you foul him, he literally just
Ben
standing at the
Simmons
free throw
on
line.
mine is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Regardless, I mean, of course, if I'm a Nets fan, I would want Ben Simmons back because of what he brings defensively and facilitating all that other shit. You know, he's still 6'10". I'm just
Exactly.
saying, as a game plan, I'm fouling Ben Simmons. I'm putting his ass on the line if it's a close game. Is what I'm saying.
So then now you're gonna be in the bonus. Then they're gonna take Ben Simmons out, and now you fuck because KD and Kyrie gonna go to the line for the rest of the game. Like it sounds really good, like from us on the backside, but that's probably one of the dumbest things you can do as a coach is to go and be in the bonus with 5 minutes left in the game,
I
and
ain't
you
saying-
down.
I'm saying like those 2 minutes between time, like if he's in the game and he's operating, and it's a close and I need a stop. I'm fouling that. I'm yes, I'm doing that, Juwan. Yes. Yeah.
So he'll make 6 out of 10 free throws, which
All I'm
is a
saying-
better percentage than team scoring. So we're good because he's a
All I'm
career
saying is-
60% shooter.
All I'm saying is that's a bad man right there.
Ain't
And
nobody
he-
taking that away from him.
He shows up when his idol KD is across from him. He dropped 54 on their head top last time they played.
And they won.
Let me bring this up too, though, Phil, with what you just said with your strategy. I did have to look it up because I thought they changed the rule. So let's say you do foul Ben Simmons within that 2 minutes. You know they get the ball back, right?
Yeah, we get the ball back.
The team gets the ball back after their
if he doesn't have the ball, you just can't walk up to him and foul.
Hey, if you get the ball, foul him.
Yeah, but now he don't have to.
They're not gonna pass it to him.
Yeah,
If he after that first time, if he gets fouled off the ball and goes to the line,
I'm shopping.
regardless of what he does, the Nets get the ball back.
They changed that rule this year?
No, that's that.
Not even this year. What I'm looking at say 2019, bro.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's gonna be kind of interesting there. It's gonna be a great series, man.
I'm gonna love it.
I'm just
what time that game start?
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, they play tomorrow.
Tomorrow 2:30.
Okay.
Prime time, baby.
Yeah, gotta get the Easter Sunday game.
Yes, sir. I just hope Jaylen Brown, shows up and helps Tatum. After he drops his 50, maybe if Brown can drop 25 or so, defend, be a real good supporting cast member. Hopefully, and then we can get this W, man. It's gonna be unfortunate.
Wait, we get this W. What are you talking about? We, you Spurs, so Celtics, 100%.
His other two teams out. His other two teams out, so you got to be full. So
Spurs, Celtics,
and what Kawhi?
Anywhere Kawhi go.
That's it. You only get three. You know what I'm saying? You only gave me three. You only get three.
That's it.
Celtics.
It's about to be anywhere Tatum go because I don't see Tatum staying with the Celtics. But that's another story.
Boy, he about to retire at Celtics.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
Catching him out.
That'd be dope.
He ain't going nowhere.
So, Phil, who you got in this series? Did you say?
I got
Boston at 7.
Yeah, Boston. 7.
Minnow, that's you. Who you got?
No, I got Nets in 6.
Nets in 6. And Juwan, you said
Nets in 6.
So you said Nets in 6, right?
I got Nets in 6 if they win a game in Boston. If not, I still got Nets in 7.
Hey, you can't ask for nothing better. First round.
Yeah, this is an Eastern Conference final matchup that we're seeing in day one. I low key, I was like, before KD said what he said about teams ducking and dodging competition, just play who you gonna play. You couldn't tell me that the Nets wasn't gonna finish 8th on purpose to get Miami first round and then Philly or Toronto second round.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But now they going through all the smoke in the East.
Would you be taking Philly if right now if it was the Philly Nets matchup in the first round?
No, I'll take the Nets. The Nets would win that series.
I feel like Kyrie will be on some shit.
Yeah, the Nets will win that series. Yeah.
Especially how
I'm not a big Sixers fan. I just think they're gonna beat the Raptors. That's all. That's it. That's all. I'm not a big Harden fan. But no, what I was thinking about is I was thinking like, damn, if the Nets didn't play the Celtics, would they have an easier time? No.
Yes, they would.
Miami, it would be, still
the Nets have I think the Nets would be it's an easier matchup against Miami than it is the Celtics for them.
Really?
Because Celtics can somewhat match better at matching firepower than they might. We just saw them walk into Miami and beat them by 40.
Was everybody healthy on the
Heat?
Heat?
Everybody played on the Heat.
Everybody's back. Oladipo's back.
Yeah, everybody played on the Heat.
Is back. And I mean, we've seen last year when, you know what I'm saying? Oh, PJ Tucker, you know what I'm saying? What happens when you put PJ Tucker on KD? It don't really matter.
True. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. I'm gonna be.
So you wouldn't rather go Miami, Philly, and then the winner of the bottom, then Boston, Milwaukee. Right. That's murder. They're literally gonna, if they make it to the finals, they've taken out 3 of the top 5 teams in the NBA on their way to the finals.
Whoever in the West might win just because the East gonna just destroy each other. Like this is gonna be.
Oh no, because in my mind, Golden State and Phoenix 1-7 in the Western Conference Finals.
That's gonna be good. I just hope that happens. I want the best of the best to play
every game.
Facts.
Golden State, Phoenix, and then give me Boston, Miami, I guess.
See,
Yeah.
I want, just for my fandom part of this, I want Brooklyn versus Philly to see how Ben Simmons reacts to having to go back to Philadelphia.
That'd be
They
cool
don't see each other, will they?
In the Eastern Conference Finals, they would have to see each other.
if they make it. So, yep. All right. So that's round one predictions for the fans there. Any other final thoughts? Any other final takes?
Man, I just
I
hope
got
all these
nothing.
games are good and close, man.
Yeah, man.
Talk about
Jump ball, shit. Let's go.
Just jump it up. It don't matter. Shit, just jump the ball up. Let's go. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, we'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about round two.
Sure.
Go
Well,
Boston.
we'll be back on Thursday to talk about who Phoenix plays next. That shit over quick.
Terrible. Hey, I hope
All
Ja
right.
Morant, like, it would be dope if Ja Morant just like goes crazy this year. I was just thinking about that, like this first series, and then just. But
I got a question for y'all. Three questions. Does Ja Morant score over 20 points every game?
that was on the thing. I think he does.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
I don't think he has to.
He doesn't have to now, but I think he does. But no, he doesn't have to.
Second one. Do
He
you
will.
think Chris Paul has over 40 assists in this series?
40, yes. Absolutely.
I think he's only gonna go 4 games.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So that's 10 a game. He could get
Yeah.
that.
He only get like 15 one game. Like,
But
He can get it, but it might not be necessary. Like those
exactly.
games might be
If you go
blowouts.
play,
40. I'm still
And-
Paul impacts that team so much.
You already got to know, like, if they up, if it's the fourth quarter and they up 10 or 12, and it's only like 8 minutes, campaign getting all the rest of their minutes.
Mhm.
They can
True,
sit.
but like Chris Paul be having like 9 assists going into the third sometimes though. Like he's doing stupid. So
yeah. But I think, but I don't think he averaged 10 for the year, right? He averaged like 9.4 or some shit.
I had to look at that. I think he did.
I got you. I'm checking right now.
I'm pretty sure he averaged over 10.
Maybe
Oh yeah, 10.8.
10
10.8.
or something. What was it?
10.8.
What was the third question?
Will Embiid score over 150 points this series?
Yes.
Yeah, but if they go blow them out like you say,
Who gonna blow who out?
no, I was playing. It's because what if they win in 5?
Who gonna win in 5? Sixers? That ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
They lose. They force him.
See, Nick Nurse, I got too much respect for Nick Nurse. That ain't gonna happen. But
Will
Hey,
Jokic
I
average
got
a triple
question
double?
for you.
no.
Go ahead,
Who's the better coach, Nick Nurse or your boy Bud?
Nick Nurse.
Nick Nurse.
Okay.
Wait, once again, Bud is a top 10 coach. I don't care how you slice it, dice it. He's
Yeah.
a top 10 coach in the NBA right now.
What? Phil? Are you
Right.
serious?
No.
What's
No.
wrong with you? What?
No.
You still hung
All
on?
right, y'all. I gotta drop off.
I gotta put my bets
Got
in.
some
Look,
stuff to do.
1-800 gamblers.
Yeah, y'all be smooth. Y'all be smooth.
Should have been
How
put
y'all
them
do?
bets in, boy.
What needed?
All right.
I ain't even gonna bet this first noon game. I'm gonna go the rest of them though.
I gotta bet all of them. Hey, this the playoffs, bro. This when everything settled down. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
All right, y'all.
Hey, game. But all right, y'all. Let's go. Go Celtics. Let's go. Go Tatum. He gonna bet he dropped 50 one game. Let's go.
I bet you don't. I bet your dub right now he don't drop 50.
Bet it.
Bet it up.
Bet it.
Ooh. First game?
Like
Game-
No,
now
not
he
first
said any game in this
Any game
game.
this series.
He
Bet he
dropped
dropped
That's a
50
lot
ball.
of fucking points.
All right.
All right.
50 ball on KD ass again.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right,
Number 5. Let's go. I'll let y'all next time.